What is up, everybody? Matt Modi here, and it's finally time. The football season is upon us. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my favorite NFL player props for the opening night, Thursday Night Football, Ravens at the Chiefs. Incredibly exciting stuff. I'm going to have a video for pretty much every primetime game throughout the season. Also going to have a video for every Sunday slate as well. Ton of NFL stuff for you to dive into on the season. As for last year, I kind of had a different category of bets. I would sometimes do upset picks. I would sometimes just do early week one or early NFL lines that I bet, like Sunday night, Monday morning type thing. But I predominantly did NFL player props. And as you can see from the graphic here, those went the best for me. NFL player props was by far my most profitable thing that I did last year. It was also what I bet the most heavily, so there is a little bit of a correlation there between, I bet a lot more player props. I was also better at it. So player props are always my bread and butter between basketball, football, baseball, kind of lean towards player props. As for this specific video, I'm going to have one official bet for you guys to lock in, one plus money banger. And then I'm also going to have an honorable mention as well. Games like this, the honorable mention is not a plus money banger. And if I'm playing two plays in the same game, I like both of them to be plus money bangers. So if only one of them hits, we still made money. That isn't quite the play with the second play that I have. So I decided to leave it as an honorable mention. I still really like it. I still think it's worth betting. It's just for week one, it's better to play it safe than anything at all. So that's how last year went. This year, we're right now 0-0. Let's hope that we have a great year. If you're new to my channel, I would appreciate if you could click that subscribe button. As I mentioned, we're going to be here the entire season, except for I'm taking a week off when I'm getting married in October. We'll cross that bridge in October. As for this video, again, two player props, one honorable mention, one official bet to lock in. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. It does help me out a ton. And if you have any bangers you want to put in the chat, go ahead and comment. And then I also do have a Dub Club where I send all my plays out for $5 a month. $5 gets everything I'm playing, whether it's basketball during that season, football, baseball, sent directly to your phone via text, email, or Telegram. Again, only $5 a month. If you're interested, check that out. If not, no problem. You can still get everything on YouTube and Twitter. So follow me at Jedi Modi. And let's get into the bangers. So play number one. In the official banger that I am locking in, I put one unit on this bad boy. We are talking Isaiah Pacheco. Anytime touchdown, plus 120 odds is what this is best offered at Flip. Now, Pacheco, I'm putting one unit on this play. Reminder, Pacheco, for those of you that followed me last year, you remember at the end of the year, Pacheco was an anytime touchdown MVP. I was riding his anytime touchdown every week betting on him to score a tater. And basically every week he came through for us pretty consistently. And getting him at plus odds in week one to score a touchdown, I think is an awesome price that I will gladly take advantage of. Now, plus 120, yeah, that's not the craziest thing in the world. It is still a plus price, enough for me to want to hammer it. So to give you guys context, if you don't remember how last season went, he only scored a total of 10 touchdowns, which that includes the playoffs. That doesn't sound incredible, 10 touchdowns on the season. That's not amazing. But we need to keep in mind is that he only scored 3 touchdowns in the Chiefs' first 10 games. Now, he missed some time. He had an injury, but he only scored, again, 3 touchdowns in the Chiefs' first 10 games. After that, when he came back, he scored 7 touchdowns in the Chiefs' final 8 games. 7 touchdowns in 8 games. He scored at least 1 touchdown in 6 of those 8 games. One game he had 2, but 1 touchdown in 6 of 8 is a very good win percentage. That includes the playoffs in which he scored a touchdown in 3 of the 4 playoff games that the Chiefs had. That also includes a playoff game against these Ravens in which Isaiah Pacheco scored a touchdown. The Chiefs offense was not what we remembered last year, or I should say, the Chiefs offense last year is not as good as they were previous years. And as they struggled on offense really the entire season, especially towards the end of the regular season, they really started to rely on Isaiah Pacheco in the red zone, and he rewarded them with stellar play. I mean, as I mentioned, he scored a touchdown in 6 of their last 8 games, 7 total in their last 8 games. And if you look at his season, this includes missed time. Granted, everybody except for basically Christian McCaffrey missed time in the NFL if you're a running back. But he had the 3rd most red zone rush attempts in the entire NFL. He had 62 total. He also had 62 of the Chiefs' 79 attempts, so only 17 non-Isaiah Pacheco rush attempts in the red zone for the Chiefs. Now, I do think that the Chiefs' offense is going to be better this year than they were last year. I also think that they're still going to rely on Isaiah Pacheco in the red zone because he was so good in that area. And the Ravens' defense is also a defense that I am generally fading heading into the 2024 season. Yeah, they were awesome last year. They're the best defense in football, I'm pretty sure, according to DVOA. But they lost some key pieces on the players of that defense. But most importantly, they lost the architect of that defense, and Mike Macdonald went to be the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. And they lost their top 2 position coaches as well. Ton of brain drain on that defensive staff. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Chiefs are going to score 5 touchdowns. I think they're going to be able to move the ball with relative ease. I think that Pacheco is going to handle most of the running back work. I think he's going to handle 90% of the running back work, specifically in the red zone, making him a great bet to score a touchdown, especially at the plus odds. So that's our only official banger to lock in. I have one honorable mention, as I mentioned. If I really like this play, if I decide to play it straight up, I will let everybody know. I'll pin it in the comments. I'll send it out to my Dub Club and on Twitter. You will know if I decide to upgrade this to a full play. As of right now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as an honorable mention. I don't want to totally ruin all our units to begin the season. But as of right now, again, if this cashes or not, it's not going to be officially tracked of my part of my record. I do really like the play, and that's kind of why, even though, again, my general strategy is if I have 2 plays in the same game, have them both be plus money, so if one hits, we're still making money. That's the issue here. It's Zay Flowers. I should tell you the play. Zay Flowers over 4.5 receptions, -114 odds at FanDuel. That's the play that I do like, but it just doesn't quite fit how I generally like to play things. So anyways, looking at Zay Flowers. He went over this number in 10 of 18 games last year. That includes both of the playoff games, which he went 1-1 in the playoffs. But the one game in which he did go over was against these Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Now, everybody's going to remember the fumble that he had at the goal line. Yeah, that wasn't good. He was also awesome in that game. He had 5 receptions on 8 targets for 115 yards and a touchdown. He was huge in that game, and he was big in the second half of the season for the Ravens as well. Now, the concern here is that Mark Andrews is back and healthy, and he missed a lot of the second half of last year as well. But the Ravens also are missing some receivers from last year as well, most notably Odell Beckham, who was not incredible, but he is still someone out there that is no longer on the team. They didn't really replace him with anybody. The running back, Rashad Bateman, the running back, Nelson Aguilar. The main receiver for the Ravens is going to be Zay Flowers. And the Chiefs' defense, while really good last year, they still do have good cornerbacks. Trent McDuffie is phenomenal. They are missing their number 1 cornerback from last year, L'Jarius Sneed. You could basically just count on to shut down the receiver that they put him on. L'Jarius Sneed was awesome. No longer on the team. So, yeah, they still have a good secondary. Like, PFF gives them the 9th best secondary heading into the season. So this is not me saying their secondary is going to be bad. It's just not going to be as good as it was last year. And then we get the added benefit of a receiver in his second year, which is generally when a lot of receivers make the leap. The way that the Ravens use Zay Flowers is a lot of gadget stuff close to the line of scrimmage, screen passes, stuff like that. Obviously, that does inflate the reception total for Zay Flowers. So the over 4.5, I do think is a really good play. As of right now, leaving this bad boy as an honorable mention because, again, I don't want to play the beginning of the season too heavily, especially week 1. Thursday night football, I'm going to have more plays for Friday night football. I have 5 already that I'm probably betting on Sunday. Haven't sent those out yet, but I do have 5 plus money bangers for Sunday that I like. So I think it's fine to play it safe, root for Isaiah Pacheco to score a touchdown in week 1 for Thursday Night Football. And then on a separate video, I did give out the Chiefs spread. So I am on the Chiefs spread in this game as well. I detailed that in a different video. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. I don't want to detail it again in this video for those of you who watched it, but I am on the Chiefs spread in this game. And that's all we got. 1 official banger to lock in, 1 honorable mention. That is on you if you want to lock it in or not. And then also I am on the Chiefs spread as detailed in a previous video. I appreciate everybody for watching. I'm excited for the NFL season to start. Reminder, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. Check out the Dub Club if you are interested. Like and comment on this video. I appreciate everybody for watching, and have a good one.